Winter is a beautiful season, but unfortunately, it is also the season when we get sick more often. But what happens to our body when we are sick? When we are ill, it is like some part of our body broke and does not work anymore, as it happens to a car when a piece of the engine breaks. It is not easier to get sick during winter because it is cold, but because we spend more time in closed and warm places, like schools or cinemas. In these conditions, microorganisms that bring illnesses grow well and can easily pass from one person to another. There are different ways in which our body can become ill. Let's see some of them. There are some substances that are toxic to our organism and cause diseases. The contact with these substances can be very dangerous and can cause diseases to lungs and skin. When we get into contact with viruses, bacteria or fungi, we can get an infectious disease. Chickenpox is an illness caused by a very contagious virus. That means it can easily pass from one person to another. Genetic diseases are written in a person's DNA. This means that their DNA contains wrong information, which prevents their body from functioning in the right way. Luckily, those illnesses are very rare. Many diseases are caused by viruses. Viruses are microorganisms that can reproduce and increase in number only when they attack another cell. Usually, viruses are transported by air, and that is why we need to wear a mask to protect ourselves against COVID-19. When a virus finds a host cell, it injects some DNA or RNA containing the instructions to replicate the virus, and the host cell is forced to do so. In this way, viruses increase in number and attack other cells, making our body become ill. Often, our body reacts and gets better on its own, but there are some dangerous viruses from which we have to protect ourselves using vaccines. When a virus attacks our body, the cells of our immune system activate and start a battle against the virus, called immune response. If the virus is defeated, our immune system memorizes it, in order to fight it faster if it comes back. Vaccines are prepared using some parts of a deactivated virus. When it gets injected, we do not get sick, but our immune system learns how to defeat it anyway. If a disease is caused by a bacterium, we need to take antibiotics. Antibiotics are substances produced by some microorganisms that can kill bacteria. The first antibiotic has been discovered in 1928 by Alexander Fleming, and it was called penicillin. Sometimes it happens that some people's immune system has an unusual reaction. Instead of fighting viruses or bacteria, it fights substances that are not supposed to hurt us, like pollen or some kind of food. Those substances are called allergens, and when we come into contact with them, our immune system causes an allergic reaction. This means that our immune system releases some antibodies that cause allergies' typical symptoms, such as runny nose, red eyes, or an itchy rash. It is possible to become allergic to something in every moment of life, even though certain allergies are typical of childhood, like allergies to certain types of food. However, we need to remember that we do not have an allergy every time we sneeze or have an itch. In order to be allergic to something, we need to have the symptoms every time we come in contact with certain substances. There are some specific tests to know if we are allergic or not, and our doctor can help us find that out. Useful words. Which words did we learn today? Illness or disease? Malattia. Get sick or become ill? Ammalarsi. Microorganism. Microorganismo. Lungs. Polmoni. Virus. Virus. Bacterium. Batterio. Fungus. Fungo. Infectious disease. Malattia infettiva. Chickenpox. Varicella. Host cell. Cellula ospite. Immune system. Sistema immunitario. Immune response. Risposta immunitaria. Antibiotic. Antibiotico. Penicillin. Penicillina. Allergen. Allergene. Allergic reaction. reazione allergica. Antibodies, anticorpi. Runny nose, naso che cola. Rash, eruzione cutanea. Sneeze, starnutire. Itch, prurito.